The Noble Mahayana Sutra, The Questions of an Old Lady, translated by Sakya Pandita Translation Group, under the patronage and supervision of 84,000 translating the words of the Buddha, and read by Angus Cargill. Homage to all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Thus did I hear at one time. When the Bhagavan was travelling in the land of Vaiśalī, he went to the great city of Vaiśalī, together with a large sangha of 1,250 bhikshus and a vast number of bodhisattva mahasattvas. At that time he came across an old woman from the city gathering grass in the countryside. She was decrepit and had reached the end of her lifespan, being 120 years old. The woman saw the Bhagavan coming from afar, handsome, inspiring, with senses tamed, mind tamed, endowed with supreme discipline and serenity, guarded, faultless, senses controlled, pure and clear like the sea, unclouded, upright like a golden sacrificial post, radiant with splendor, clear and distinct, wonderfully adorned with the 32 signs of a great being. When she saw him, faith grew in her mind. Then, full of devotion, she approached the Bhagavan, bowed her head at his feet, circumambulated the Bhagavan 3 times, and sat to one side. Bowing with her palms together in the direction of the Bhagavan, the woman then asked him, "O Bhagavan, where does birth come from? Where does aging come from? Where do they go? O Bhagavan, where does sickness come from? Where does death come from? Where do they go? O Bhagavan, where does form come from? Where do sensation, notions, formative factors, and consciousness come from? Where do they go? O Bhagavan, where does the earth element come from? Where do the water element, the fire element, the wind element, the space element, and the element of consciousness come from? Where do they go? O Bhagavan, where does the eye come from? Where do the ear, the nose, the tongue, the body, and the mind come from? Where do they go?" The Bhagavan replied, "Sister, birth does not come from anywhere. Aging does not come from anywhere. They do not go anywhere. Sister, sickness does not come from anywhere. Death does not come from anywhere. They do not go anywhere. Sister, form does not come from anywhere. Sensation, notions, formative factors, and consciousness do not come from anywhere. They do not go anywhere. Sister, the earth element does not come from anywhere. The water element, the fire element, the wind element, the space element, and the element of consciousness do not come from anywhere. They do not go anywhere. Sister, the eye does not come from anywhere. The ear, the nose, the tongue, the body, and the mind do not come from anywhere. They do not go anywhere. Sister, it is as follows. As an analogy, a fire arises based on a stick to rub with, a stick to rub on, and also a person's effort to generate it. That fire, moreover, once it has burnt the grass and wood, will have no more causes and will die. Sister, where do you think the fire comes from, and where does it go?" She answered, "O Bhagavan, that fire comes into being owing to the power of a collection of causes. It ceases and dies when it lacks the collection of causes." "Sister," said the Bhagavan, "likewise all phenomena come into being owing to the power of a collection. They cease and die when they lack the collection. Whatever the phenomena, they do not come from anywhere, nor do they go anywhere. Sister, it is as follows. Although the I consciousness arises based upon the I and form, the I consciousness does not have a producer, nor anything that makes it cease. Nowhere is it brought together at all. The aggregates do not come from anywhere, nor do they go anywhere. When one has accumulated karma through the conditions of the consciousness, the fruits manifest as the results of three types in the three realms. That fruit is empty too. It has no coming, it has no going. No one makes it arise. It is not stopped by anybody. Sister, all phenomena have stopped due to their very natures. Likewise, although the mental consciousness arises based upon the ear and sound, the nose and smell, the tongue and taste, the body and touch, and the mind and phenomena, the mental consciousness does not have a producer, nor has it anything that makes it cease. Nowhere is it brought together at all. The aggregates do not come from anywhere, nor do they go anywhere either. When one has accumulated karma through the condition of mental consciousness, the fruits manifest as the results of three types in the three realms. That fruit is empty too. It has no coming, it has no going. No one makes it arise. It is not stopped by anybody. Sister, all phenomena are inherently stopped. Sister, it is as follows. As an analogy, the sound of a drum arises based on wood, hide, and a stick, and also on a person's effort to make it arise. The past sound of that drum was empty. The future sound will be empty, and the sound that arises at present is empty. The sound does not dwell in the wood, neither does it dwell in the hide, nor does it dwell in the stick, nor does it dwell in the person's hand. However, because of these conditions, it is termed sound. That which is termed sound is also empty. It has no coming, it has no going. No one makes it arise. It is not stopped by anybody. Sister, all phenomena are inherently stopped. Sister, likewise, all phenomena depend solely on conditions. That is, ones such as ignorance, craving, karma, and consciousness. When these latter phenomena are present, the terms death and birth are designated. That which is designated death and birth is also empty. It has no coming. It has no going. No one makes it arise. It is not stopped by anybody. Sister, all phenomena are inherently stopped. Sister, in this way, whoever understands the nature of a drum's sound well also understands emptiness well. Whoever understands emptiness well understands nirvana well. Whoever understands nirvana well has no attachment to any entity, and despite designating conventional things with all sorts of terms, this is mine, or that is me, or sentient being, or life force, or living being, or man, or person, or born of Manu, or son of Manu, or agent, or inciter of action, or appropriator, or discarder, they teach Dharma without attachment to these. They teach Dharma well. They teach the final reality. They teach the final reality well. Sister, it is as follows. An artist or an artist's apprentice spreads various paints on a canvas that has been thoroughly cleaned, or on a flat piece of wood, or on the surface of a wall that has been wiped clean. He paints with ease whatever bodily shape he might wish, such as the features of a man's physical form, the features of a woman's physical form, the features of an elephant's physical form, the features of a horse's physical form, or the features of a donkey's physical form, with complete limbs, parts of limbs, and all the sense faculties. Well executed through the painting may be, it does not involve any phenomenon at all being transferred from the artist's hand or mind to the physical form depicted, and yet we designate that form as a result of those conditions. That which is designated form is also empty. It has no coming, it has no going. No one makes it arise. It is not stopped by anybody. Sister, all phenomena are inherently stopped. Sister, it is likewise when there are meritorious formative factors. That is to say, although bodies conducive to merit might result among gods and humans, in that case not even an atom is transferred from this world to the world beyond. However, due to the formative factors, there are various kinds of rebirths. They are represented as physical bodies with their bases of cognition. It is likewise when there are demeritorious formative factors. That is to say, although bodies that are not meritorious result among hell beings, or in the animal state, or in the world of the Lord of Death, or among the demigods, not even an atom is transferred in such a case from this world to the world beyond. However, due to the formative factors, there are various kinds of rebirths. They are understood to be physical forms with their bases of cognition. Sister, it is as follows. As an analogy, a vast gathering of clouds arises because of the Naga power of the Nagas, and when those huge nets of clouds cover the earth, they let fall a heavy deluge of rain. After the heavy deluge of rain has fallen, the hills and the valleys are quenched. When the hills and valleys are quenched, the rain later subsides. But these things do not originate from the Nagas' bodies or minds. The Nagas produce the vast gathering of clouds by virtue of the Naga power of Nagas alone. Sister, it is likewise when there are meritorious formative factors, that is to say, when meritorious bodies result among gods or humans. It is likewise, too, when there are demeritorious formative factors. That is to say, although bodies that are not meritorious result among hell's beings or in the animal state or the world of the Lord of Death or among the demigods, in such cases the activity of the formative factor is empty. The agent of the formative factor is empty, and the fruits of the formative factor are also empty. Sister, when there are formative factors for remaining static, consciousness will reincarnate among the beings of the formless realms. That on account of which the consciousness reincarnates among beings of the formless realms is empty, and the consciousness that reincarnates among the beings of the formless realms is empty too. Why is this so? Sister, it is because all phenomena are empty of essence. Even so, phenomena are designated. The learned are not attached to them. As they have no attachment, they do not dispute. Having no disputes is the supreme quality of the religious mendicant. The woman said, "Since the Bhagavan has taught the profound Dharma in this way, O Bhagavan, I too have penetrated these teachings with the eye of wisdom and will never be of two minds about them again. I have no doubts. O Bhagavan, earlier as I hadn't yet heard these teachings, I did have doubts. Now I am old, I am decrepit, I suffer, I am poor, I have no protector, I have no life, and yet I do not die. O Bhagavan, after hearing these teachings, I realize that there is no aging, no poverty, no happiness, no sickness, nor is anyone ever ill, wealthy or poor at all. I am freed from the notion of a self. Then the Venerable Ānanda inquired of the Bhagavan, Bhagavan, why have you taught such a profound Dharma discourse as this? I wonder whether it is because